Hi boys, welcome back to day 2. Now, so much of becoming wealthy is attitude.
Not that kind of attitude.
I'm talking about the attitude required to maximize your investments by minimizing your expenses. You have to have enough self-confidence to not care what other people buy or own. You can't let anyone pressure you into buying anything, especially something you don't need. This will not be easy because here in the United States, we are constantly being bombarded with advertisements. We see hundreds, if not thousands of advertisements every day. I'm talking online, on billboards, on TV, in stores, in phone apps, in games, on dogs, everywhere. It should be no wonder then later in life, after COVID, when you can actually go out and do things, your friends are going to want to meet up at places where you have to spend money, like the arcade or the movies or whatever it is kids do these days.
I don't know what you kids do these days, but it probably requires money.
Later on in life, though, I'm sure your friends are going to want to meet up at the bar or the club or some expensive impromptu weekend getaway somewhere. Smart investors don't fall for this stuff. Instead, they work on becoming cheapskates.
Say what?
I'm dead serious. But I thought the whole point of investing was to be able to throw money around. If that's your desire after you have a bunch of money, then go right ahead. But you'll never get there by spending the bulk of your money as it comes in. You must cultivate your inner cheapskate. Earlier in their investing career, when they don't have much money, smart investors entertain themselves as cheaply as possible. Free is good, but some even seek out ways to get paid while being entertained. They do not surround themselves with people who pressure them to buy things to be entertained, to spend money to be entertained.
No.
Instead, they surround themselves with folks who share interests in having fun on the cheap, or even free. Many even take up a side job, known as a side hustle, where they get paid for having fun. Stuff like getting a part-time job at a fun Trader Joe's, or a local gym. If friends pressure you to take part in some activity that requires significant money to do it, simply let these people know that your financial discipline doesn't allow it. But you'll be happy to play basketball, or go fishing, or play board games, or do something else that doesn't require money. Your real friends won't mind, and will also be up for fun and inexpensive activities. Many times, they just think people want to spend money. They've been conditioned to think that way, remember? So they'll throw out options for entertainment that require to spend money. And they'll be relieved when you say no and throw out alternatives that don't require them to spend money. Note to your future selves, later on in life, there are websites you can look to, not just for your friends, but for your dates, for when you want to go somewhere fun, maybe even romantic, but not spend much money. Check them out. Speaking of dates, your mom and I...
Ew.
You're welcome. Your mom and I like gardening, going for walks, going for bike rides, hiking, playing board games, and many other fun and free activities. That's how we spend our free time. Your grandparents also enjoy many of these things, but they also take it a step further by going to local yard sales, perusing through the merchandise, finding things that are mispriced that they know they can sell online, buying it, taking it home, and selling it at a steep markup online. In other words, they have fun by making money, not by spending it. You have to learn to find happiness in life through simple pleasures and ignore all the influences that try to part you from your money.
I'm looking at you, Roblox.
And when you do have to spend money, try to spend as little as possible. I mean, you have to admit, a $5 burrito tastes 80% as good as a $50 steak. Cultivating a strong inner cheapskate is vital for building wealth, especially in your early years. Later on, when you have millions of dollars, you can loosen up a little bit. But you're not going to get there if you're constantly spending money on things you don't need. Now for your assignment today. Simply watch this video. That's it. Rose does a great job of explaining this, albeit from a different perspective, and hopefully it'll help drive the point home. She also has a lot of other great videos out there on personal finance, so consider subscribing to her channel. It's a really good one. Anyway, I hope this helps, and let's discuss after you watch the video.